Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is a Firesworn Friday, or at least that's what we're celebrating here on a Wednesday night on Twitch. Link above for Twitch in the description on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're just going to jump into this deck here. I'm calling this Rayla's Tributes. I made a couple of changes to this thanks to a raid from Mercern, so many thanks to him. And many thanks to all the people who are sharing their thoughts. Really appreciate it. So basically here we're going for Passiflora. Honestly, mostly it's like a heat wave target, but we'll use Ozar to protect it. We've got Whoresun for some tempo and just a single Fallen Knight. And then what we're going to do here too, we're going to build in a bunch of crimes, mostly for Intimidate synergy, but also small removal I find is really helpful in the current meta. Halfling Safecrackers, Slice Seductresses, Adriano the Mink, just being good. Patient plays that we can play before we have any adrenaline. Found most of the rest of Salamander's stuff has just been memey and gimmicky for me. I've had a really hard time making progress. So after we've made these tweaks, we'll see how this goes. But the idea here is basically to get incredible value off of Rayla using tributes, particularly on Tin Boy for massive swarm value, and then also onto our good old friend Tin Boy, who's going to get a bunch of value there too. So Savala and Tin Boy getting us really expensive tributes. Hopefully we can pay for one of those using Madame Louisa. She's pretty solid as well. Biggest things to look out for, I think, with this deck is just making sure you are playing your Passiflora in the right round, and also metering out when to use your crimes with your Halfling Safecracker, Fallen Knight, and our good friend Whoresun Senior. If you're paying good attention to those things, I think you're going to be all right. That said, so far, my favorite factions have been Northern Realms and Scoia'tael for this week. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video, where we'll be covering a super fun movement deck using Precision Strike, which has gotten really good results for me, especially in mirror matches against other Scoia'tael decks. Alright. Thrive is fun. We have to be a little bit careful about predatory dives. I'd like to get Passiflora if at all possible this round. If I can't draw into that, then we'll go for crimes. So here, I'm going to put back Jacques, although he is really good value later on. I don't want him right now. This gives me 3 blind eyes with these 3. I just need 2, so I'll put Renegade Mage back. Not getting any of my draws here. We'll save Adriano the Mink. Looks like we're going all in on crimes. I call this one the Tickler. Oh, I gotta love Furco. He's not in this deck, though. So I do think the Congregations onto Whoresun is going to be a good play here. Now, if I had a Firesworn unit, obviously I could have used Jacques Miraculous Child. There aren't that many in this deck. We really only carry 1 Fallen Knight, so this deck is kind of a little bit of everything and a lot of bit of nothing. But here we do get 2 Firesworn Zealots. We do need to generate some value, so I'll probably use Payday here. You could swap in... So the opponent here goes for Drowner, so I think we're a little bit pushed out there. You could swap in some other value units. I think a good option here might be our good friend Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye would be a little bit more effective. Here we're just going to boost up Cut Up Lackey. Gives us some pressure play. Opponent just getting these Thrive engines going. We're not going to get double Salamandra out this round. Don't really want to play Ozar. So we'll be focusing on other plays here. I'm not really worried about the Puka. We're not playing anything, so it's not going to get any Thrive value. So I'm instead going to focus down on this Drowner. It's going to give me 2 coins. And then deal 1 damage. stripping off some armor, which isn't superbly helpful to us, but it's not so bad either. And now we have 6 points of value built up in Bloody Good Fun, so we can knock out one of these Andrega Larvae, or something bigger that comes down on the board from the opponent. Assault onto Puka was looking pretty good right here as well. This doesn't make a ton of sense to me. The Griffin only playing for 5. It does trigger the Thrives, but just kind of feeding us value. I don't want this to go on for too long. Here, we'll go ahead and target. So Puka does proc Thrives from the opponent plays as well as your own plays. So it is something just to keep in mind, but we're going to let it go up by 1. So we're just going to smack this Griffin, go for the 1 point of damage. And each time we're playing these crimes, we're getting the value out of Halfling Safecracker and out of Horse on Senior, which puts us really pretty close to par for the Thrive plays, although he is getting bodies on the board every time they play a card onto these Thrive units. Alright, so Bloody Good Fun onto Kikamore Worker is probably the best value we're going to be able to generate here. Unfortunately, we did have to overspend for that a little bit. Really don't want to lose on evens here, especially to a bunch of bronze cards. So hoping to get a pass out of the opponent here pretty quickly. But Tin Boy looking very sad right now, just hitting a bunch of armor. So we certainly don't want to spend him, especially when we have Rayla in deck, and she's going to be the target we're looking for. Obviously, the opponent does have 4 Thrive units, and the Worker is a great target for this ghoul. So just getting really, really good value out of that. We are going to proc this Puka Thrive if we play this Adriano. Adriano only does cost 2. The question is, how do we get our blind eyes? But I really don't want to lose on evens here, so we are going to go for this play. Hope at a minimum that we can bleed out something valuable from the opponent's deck. Lady of the Lake is a fascinating play. I don't have a great response to that, so we're just going to lose on evens here. It's a little bit unfortunate. But Shield in a Thrive deck tells me that they're wanting to play something of value. I think like Cyclops would make a lot of sense there. You're able to put a shield onto one of those melee row units at 9 points and then play Cyclops, deal all that damage. That would be the end of our day. We do get Fallen Rayla here, and we do get Jacques. So we get a bunch of good cards. Unfortunately, too good of cards. I'm just going to bet that the Thrive deck has very little by way of removal. Might be a false bet, but we'll find out. Here we will keep the Eavesdrop just in case. We're going to go ahead and play that first. Just to try to get us some draw consistency. Bloody Good Fun gives us a decent removal tool. This plays for 6 with Grandmaster and an additional coin. So 7 points. Halfling Safecracker is only going to play for 5. So we'll go ahead and put Safecracker back. We do get 6 coins here. So we're ready to spend some of these tributes later on. We are going to need a lot of value for Savola and for Tin Boy. Though Tin Boy we can just play to 1 row. So we'll start off with Seductress here, see if the opponent has a response. If not, we'll go into Jacques Grandmaster, just because we're able to get some value with the coins and Fallen Knight. That will proc us up to 7 coins. And his tribute only costs 3, so while we did get a profit of 4, this still works out well for us. Well, technically Fallen Knight probably would have been better with these 2 spawns. The coin gets us exactly a 7. So you gotta worry about those coins. Granted, we do get there also with off the books. Just a little bit more flexibility here. Now Rayla we can play down anytime now. We will be able to trigger that adrenaline when we go down to 3 cards. Oh, Eateron is just so great with stuff like Crochet. This is also a broken way of playing it with Fruits of Ysgith. But we're being patient. If this is gonna work for us, it's gonna work once. Now Rayla does have a profit of 3, and we don't really need this Veil against monsters. A little bit interesting to put all of these onto the same row. But who am I to judge? We are going to go for Rayla here. But because she has a profit of 3, we're going to spend on Grandmaster. And we'll withhold the tribute. Then we'll spend 2 coins. I think we're only going to find value with Tin Boy the 1 time anyway. So if we played this now, we would get 7 points. I have to do math, down to 2. We can only get back up to 6 points of value, which wouldn't be quite enough. Oh, it's exactly enough for Savola. So we're going to do Tin Boy here. And we're doing this mostly for the value onto Rayla. You see her getting +7 there. And now Savola is going to pay for the rest for himself. A little obnoxiously, although Jacques Grandmaster is Salamandra, he does not. He doesn't get the coins for Salamandra units, just for Firesworn. So we need to use both these leader charges here. So you're gonna get the profit, they pay, and Rayla goes up by a bunch of points. So getting really good value there. Now we're only gonna get 4 points of value out of this bloody good fun, but it's better than nothing. I expect to see some larger bodies come down here for the Crochet and the Kikimor. So we're just going to knock out this Eateron. Not a lot we can do at this point. 18 points seems like it's pretty easy for this Eateron Thrive deck to overcome. If you haven't seen the one that I've posted up this week, I really do recommend it. We used Caraspis instead of Fruits of Ysgith. I think it had a little better value for me. This does count as a Thrive proc for all these cards because of that boost. And then this Goliath easily pushing the opponent over. So losing that first round is really what cost us here. We'll jump into another game. Hopefully we can draw into Passive Flora. I think that would have allowed us to contest the first round a lot better. But you were able to see exactly how those tributes are able to work there. And I think there's some value to be had here. Always make sure you have your Alzer skin on. You need to get those 40 wins in order to get his focus. The Druid Circle, it looks oh so pretty. Server's going a little bit crazy. A lot of people playing Gwent these days, having a lot of fun. Note that Gezris has an Unshade Saber. Pretty cool. Using that for his steel sword. So many thunderbolts. Alright, we asked for it and we received it. The only thing we're missing now, this is good synergy. I haven't seen a lot of heat waves in Skellige. Oh, this is gonna sound crazy, but I'm thinking about putting her back. Let's put back Eavesdrop. Alright, we get one. Can we get one more? Louisa is a blind eye. Oh, not the way I wanted to go, but I think it's going to be how we have to play it. So here we're just going to go for a single spawn from Azar. Honestly, so we can get up to the horde value for the peaches easier. Probably should have played this tactical advantage onto this Scarab, but we can't all be geniuses. Totem's a little bit of a strange play here. So the first chapter is it gets us 6 coins, so we have a little bit of time to play. Louisa looks like a decent option here. For triggering that, we just need to figure out a way to spend the coins first. Just being patient here, waiting for the opponent to play out a little bit more value. This is fine. Oh. This is just enough units. We're going to go ahead and play the Safecracker here. Just a little bit awkward on a lot of fronts here. Greatsword's an interesting play. So this gets us 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points. And we hold steady here, so this is just enough value. Although I forgot about the damage here on the Greatsword. But we do have this passive engine in Peaches that saves our nuggets today. It's like just enough value for the opponent here. Oh. Just get too many coins here. But we can afford to be patient here. Alright. Now we really like this short round. Obviously, Champion's Charge is a little annoying for us. But because we get so much value out of these 3 cards, we can afford to be a little bit risky. Put this back. Put him back. That's exactly what we're looking for. This is a second crime, so we'll go ahead and hold on to that. The opponent does have Blood Eagle here. We get good tempo here. I wouldn't mind forcing out a Blood Eagle with this on Crate Raider play. Yeah, on Crate Raiders coming down. Sorry, Arnulf the Patricide coming down with his 3 Harpies. It's a little bit strange. Guessing the opponent just trying to force a reverse bleed. So seeing this leader played, we're probably just going to play this Eavesdrop and call it a day. Going for a patient play here. And we're going to go ahead and put back Assault. There's no way for us really to close this point gap securely. We do get out the leader charge here, so the opponent going to struggle with options. Hjalmar is a fascinating choice. I mean, it's great value, but here the opponent, I think, has just kind of overplayed this round. So we are down a card. We do carry over 3 coins. Bloody Good Fun just really isn't all that helpful for us. We get Eavesdrop here to give us a little bit of cushion. Jacques does come with a 3-point tribute, so that does play well with Fallen Rayla. So there's one extra spend here. So I'm actually going to do this. I know I knocked on it before, but that clears us out. Gives us some options. There's nothing I really want in here except for maybe Tin Boy. But Eavesdrop gives us a bunch of money, so... Oh. If we don't spend on Jacques, we won't need Louisa, I don't think. Tin Boy, we don't even have to really spend on either. So we're going to put Louisa back. And our same math from the prior game applies here. Oh, he's going to regret having played that. Oh, man. Also playing to that row. That's deeply unfortunate. But we still get out Savala here. We'll still get out Jacques with a bunch of coins. Tin Boy, we're only playing to one row, it looks like, so... I think Bear Witcher Mentor is likely here. Just trying to set up these damaged units. Seeing more Krarg in the deck, that would make sense. This is perfect for us. We'll just dump all the rest of the coins into Grandmaster here. It's Bear Witcher Mentor, we just set up a bunch of value. Here we get Champion's Charge, just doing 5 damage. So we pull off the win. Anyway, well, look, I'm going to be fiddling a lot with Syndicate in these next few weeks. Hang in there. We'll find you some cool stuff. It might be Firesworn all over again. Let's not lie to each other. But look, I think this did pretty well, honestly. Exceeded my expectations against Skellige. So with that win in pocket, we're going to set this movie aside. Thank you guys so much for joining. If you like this video, please leave a like. Please subscribe for future content if you want to see more of my face and hear more of my words. And until next time, good luck on the path. Get out there and keep on gwenting. Peace.